We have Gladiator Beast, Super Quant, and Battlewasp / Bugs for you guys today. Don't be like the 33.8% of you guys have not smashed the living crap out of that subscribe button. Smash so we can get to 150,000. So, we're going to be looking at Gladiator Beast today, and this is the nostalgia kick for all of you guys that are coming into Master Duel right now, wanting to pick up all of your old strategies and evolve them into something cool and new. And you guys played back in what, 07, 08, so a lot of you guys should know about the mechanic that Gladiator Beast functions on, with the ability to basically tag in your friends. Alright, not quite on the level of what happens in the bedroom and tag team matches, but you know what, I'm willing to give this deck a shot. Alright, so we actually have triple copies of Quantal here. Now this deck is going to revolve around using some vanilla monsters here to kind of get that quick job done, if you know what I'm saying. The ability to call for your friends here, and actually basically use the normal monster package of unexpected die to produce those two monsters on the field for those easier results, to climb into those toolboxing options in your extra deck. It's where you're really going to shine here. So yes, you do need the vanilla engine for this, unfortunately. We have two copies of Maxi for that huge draw power that you're going to need. Now remember, this deck still does function on Test Tiger. The ability to shuffle back any Gladiator Beast and convert it into a new friend so you can play the game. It is an inherent -1 at the end of the day, but I think that that's actually fine. We also have two copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. This is going to give you a hand trap option to slow down your opponent. We are actually playing one Storm Winds. Actually, when you can make the nice, awesome, busted Samorg down here, yes, Gladiator Beast can actually make the powerhouse himself, thanks to some of our Wing Beast support. Yes, love the fact that Augustus and the best DRR Wing Beast to meet that condition. But yes, you'll get the ability to summon out Storm Winds here to basically detour your opponent's strategy. Now, basic Gladiator Beast stuff. We have one Besticles here. He bust balls. We have one Harry Gary here who revives friends. We have one copy of a quest who adds friends back from the drop zone to the end. Then we have two copies of the fearsome Rescue Bunny, who calls out more allies from the deck. We have one copy of Thorax here. Not sure what this one does. I know it's... Oh, this is the one that dumps. Yes. Now, we're actually playing 0 Day here. Now, this is going to actually be a cool little toolbox that you'll be able to go down here with the Virus Swordsman strategy here. Basically, it's 2 effect monsters, and then this gives you the ability to summon the 0 Day, which is this from your deck. Then you can make the Virus Berserker. And then you can special summon up to 2 Code Breaker monsters from your hand or graveyard to the zones it points to. So you basically get to revive the Virus Swordsman and the 0 Day here to kind of set up for a larger field / OTK your opponent with Boral Sword Dragon here. Now, we have Vesperius here. So this guy acts in name for our super big Gladiator Beast here. That's really about it. We have Augustus. Dear old Augustus here makes the world go round for our big monsters. We have one Raigeki for board breaks, one Monster Reborn for basic reviving strategies, triple Proving Ground for searchability, triple Unexpected Die for our vanilla engine. We have 2 Pot of Desires here for draw power. Then we have the special summon a Gladiator Beast monster from your hand or graveyard. Alright. And then you get protection for it, that's fine. 1 Lightning Storm for pop ability, and then we have triple Gladiator Rejection. Your opponent cannot target Gladiator Beast monsters you control card effects except during the battle phase, and if a Gladiator Beast monster is special summoned from your main deck, you can special summon an additional Gladiator Beast monster with a different type from the monsters you control in defense position. I love swarming out additional dudes. We have 1 Esadari, just basic contact fusion. We have 1 Harry Gary for popping. 1 copy of Undana. And then we have 2 copies of the Tamer Editor, which basically allows you to cheat out a friend, which is actually really good. Alright. We have 2 copies of Dominitas here. And then we have 1 copy of Link Spider, 1 copy of Dragaris, and then we have 1 copy of Test Panther. So basically just gives you the ability to add a Gladiator Beast card from deck to the hand, and it can let you cheese out another one. Then we have the Codebreaker Virus Swordsman, the 1 Samorg, the 1 copy of the Virus Berserker, 1 Boral Sword, and then we have 1 Restrolager in here, which you can very easily cut for Access Machine when you get some extra spending here. Wrapping up on Gladiator Beast for you guys. Not a bad strategy. Is it absolutely crazy tier 1? No. But it is something that you can very easily get into plot with here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have super quants. I actually just saw this morning. This is actually kind of cool. This deck's entire strategy is basically based on getting into your big Megazord friend here. Now, we have some very interesting card choices in here. Say Volcanic Shell, for example, here. But your entire idea of this deck is we want to climb up and get those Exceed monsters on the field ASAP. Very, very interesting ideas present in this list. So we have triple copies of Volcanic Shell. That's interesting. We have triple copies of the Fairy King Alphen. We have triple copies of Super Quantal Blue Layer. Triple copies of the Super Green Layer. We have triple copies of Red Layer. And we have triple copies of the White Layer. So this is all of your basic Megazord stuff so you can do your job. We have one copy of Monster Reborn. One copy of Upstart Goblin, one copy of Foolish Barrel, triple copies of Reasoning. This actually gives us a little bit more of an interesting reason to play this. We have one Terraforming, one Instant Fusion, one for one copy of the Alpha Spike. You control 3 or more Super Quantal monsters with different names. Shuffle as many cards your opponent controls as possible into the deck, and then your opponent special summons one monster from their extra deck, ignoring summoning conditions. That's interesting. And you banish Scarf from graveyard and one Super Quantal Fairy Alphen from your graveyard to activate one Super Quantal Mech Carrier from your deck. So it actually gives us access to this. Okay. We have triple copies of the extra Foolish Barrel. That's interesting. We have triple copies of Dark Ruler no more. Triple copies of the Big Ship. And then we have 2 copies of Emergency Teleport and 1 copy of the Super Quantal Mega Sword. Now, extra deck down here is all sorts of interesting stuff. So we have one Fusionist, we have 1 copy of Anintis, 1 copy of the Mud Dragon, 1 copy of Ragin, 2 copies of the Super Quantal Blue, 2 copies of Green, 2 copies of Red, 2 copies of green, and then our big Megazord here. Now, we're getting to this through the effect of the Carrier, which lets us special summon 1 Super Quantal and basically stack them all up, baby. Alright? Easy stuff. And then we have 1 Link Karibo, and then 1 copy of the Link Monster. Link Monster doesn't come up quite as much as you really wish it does. This card's kind of subpar, all things considered. But this deck's entire strategy, make big Megazord, and then laugh at your opponent that they can't really do anything. Because unaffected by card effects is pretty good on a Towers monster. You have no idea. And the last list we have actually for you guys is none other than a TCG adapted version of basically Bug Toolbox. Yes, Battlewasp made it into Plat, and I can't kid you guys enough how serious some of these lists are. So we have 1 copy of Big Insect. We have triple copies of Pin the Bullseye. For those of you that have looked at TCG Bug List out here for B-Trooper, this is basically just doing what B-Trooper does. We have triple copies of Max C. We have triple copies of Sting the Poison. We have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 2 copies of Goki Pull, 2 copies of Danger Jackalope. So we're supplementing our B-Trooper engine with Danger cards. Okay. We have 1 Twin Bow, triple copies of Resonance Insect, triple copies of Retaliating Sea, triple copies of Mothman, 1 copy of the Aeroblast, triple copies of Nessie, 1 copy of Doomdozer, 1 Godarla, 1 Monster Reborn. Then we have 1 Revival Storm. Target a Battlewasp in your graveyard, special summon it. Banish this card from your graveyard, and then target 1 insect monster you control cannot be destroyed by battle card effect until the end of your opponent's next turn. That's pretty good. Actually make sure that whatever bug you bring back actually lives. Okay. Then we have triple copies of Lightning Storm for generic board wipes here. Extra deck down here, we have 1 Martial Metal Marcher, 1 copy of the Azusa, 1 copy of the Halberd, then we have 1 Desert Locust, okay. 1 copy of Hama, and then we have 1 copy of Ballista here. Then we have the 1 Syncada King. Can you believe this is an Ultra, by the way? We have 1 Abyss Dweller, 2 copies of the Pico Felinia, and then we have 1 copy of Hulk, 1 copy of the Shinobi Insect, 1 copy of Union Care. Man, that's so nice being able to equip the Resonance Insect from your deck to combo. We have 1 Papillion, and then we have 1 copy of Desperate Doom Eagle here, wrapping up nice little chunk of familiar faces for you guys out here that are kind of getting into Master Duel. So guys, what do you think about these lists? Please leave a comment down below. What you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day with some more cool awesome content. You guys stay safe out there, right? Peace out. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.